This next bit of the blast is an excerpt from the actual story. That was the actual story too, but this happened before. This is the actual blast. Okay. My strength is waning. I am sure I am dehydrated. Soon I'll be blind from the piercing rays of the sun. How will I find him? How? We only have each other now. If I get up and start walking toward the city, he just may stumble into each other's path. My weakened prayers will surely make this happen. My head is spinning from the heat. Are we finally defeated? It says in the book, those who spoil the earth will not escape punishment. All I see are shadows of the wretched survivors. One of them could be Robin. I know he will find me. I know he will find me. I think I see the outline of the city. I can't go on. I have to lay down. I have to rest. The wind is blowing hard over me. It is going to be a sandstorm soon. I could be covered or buried in the debris. Kayla, can you see me? Do you know me? It's Robin. How long have you been out here? My God, you're almost buried. If I hadn't tripped over you, you would have died out here. We have to find shelter. Hold on to my shoulders. We have to get out of here before the troops come and plow us under the sand. Stand up, stand up. I know you can make it. We have to make it to our shelter in the pines before they see us and take us into quarantine. We will surely die there. Can you stand? Okay, let's get out of here. The thicket was on the side of the river swamp. Kayla, we are almost there. Hold on. I know you can. Robin opened the flap and made the reeds and carried Kayla in and laid her down on the soft mat they used to sleep on. They had no food, but the floor of the thicket, there were a couple of dead crickets they could eat until Robin would catch a small fish later at night when no one could see down into the gully that hid the both of them. Surely one drop of nourishment would last at least an hour. The storm had subsided and Kayla and Robin were clutching each other tightly. Kayla slept peacefully. Robin's head was dazing into Kayla's honey-colored hair. They were like two lost babes on the shore of some alien surface where human beings had once flourished. Now the land was devastated, and except for each other, they had not a thing to live for. It was all gone. Flash fires driven by the wind were in almost every direction. Suddenly, they were jolted awake by a noise, loud and shattering their insides. It was a large ship propelled by clattering rocket fuel engines. They were looking at their own rescue as it churned its way up the river road. They looked at each other with curious smiles on their faces. They would have been elated if they had even one place they could go to. But life on this ship has got to be better than life in the river swamp. They ran along after the ship, yelling to the beings on board. Finally, a muddy and sooty covered hand reached down to pull the two of them on board. A tall, thin man who had rescued them was morose and silent as he led them downside. to the galley where other refugees were gathered in huddles and small groups. There were no children. They found a bare spot on the floor and were given some hot water to drink and an orange pill for stamina. The night winds howled, and the flames from the fires leaped all around, but Kayla and Robin had found a measure of safety amongst these lost survivors. That's part of it. Tell me what you think.